H3H3 is back. So this was already 2 weeks ago, 13 days ago. I showed you this video from Rice Gum where he was bashing Hila from H3H3. Do you remember this? Is this queued up?
He isn't everything and famous.
Yeah. Okay, so here it is. I showed you this video real quick, and I'll show you again. This was 2 weeks ago. This was 13 days ago that Rice Gum did this video. Remember, Ethan Klein attacked Rice Gum. He made a video, and he goes, Rice Gum is selling gambling to kids. Can you believe it? And then Rice Gum fired back with this.
Everything, but like he has both of that, and like YouTube is like a dream job, and people would probably want to be in his shoes, so he needs to chill out. Like I'm really trying to think. Like, I'm not a therapist or anything, and this is like towards the end of the video, so a lot of people might not even see this, so I'm just gonna say it how it is. I think this fool is depressed or whatever because his girl be just so whack. Like I'm sorry, someone has to say it, but like every time his girl is in a video, bro, it's just crickets.
So I'll just walk into the house and look through their shit and find
so funny.
Monotone Monica over here. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know her name, but like for real, she's just so boring, bro. And maybe you're just bored of her, or just like surround with some high energy girls, because like you probably can. I mean, you got the money and the clout, right? At the end of the day, anyways, man, just be happy, man. Like quit roasting on me. Look, guys, I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if he makes another video, then I might have to hit the studio. But as of right now,
okay. So Rice Gum does this, and I found it so organic and cool and carefree and funny. And we were all placing bets. We go, what is Ethan going to do? I bet Ethan is going to go run and hide. And guess what? That's kind of exactly what he did. Little depressed Ethan didn't say a peep for 13 days. It took him 13 days. He finally resurfaced yesterday with a disaster of a response. We're going to show you this. This is so embarrassing. But we were predicting. We go, We go, I bet you. Man, that was light as fuck. I go, I bet you that's going to like kill Ethan, and he's going to go into his deep depression stage. And for 13 days, he didn't do a podcast. He hasn't posted a video. They didn't even post anything on Instagram for 13 days. So I think that really got to him. I think he was truly embarrassed, and it really goes to show how weak the guy is. You know, that was something that could take him down. So he resurfaced finally with this terrible response. Let's watch this today. This was so weak, and yeah, Hila is Mike's rival in fashion design. Yeah, she has this company called Teddy Fresh.
We have one called Kids Hamburger.
Yeah, Kids Hamburger is our company. So this proves it. Ethan is the guy everyone was saying he was. He is a pussy. And let's watch his response. It's really fucking
and you guys can
weak.
Decide who wins.
Yeah, it's really embarrassing. And again, 13 days later, he comes out with his response, and he acts as if it's the next day. Again, if this came out the next day, maybe it would mean something. But to wait 13 days to put this out, it shows that you were in bed, you were crying, you were depressed, you didn't want to get out of bed, you didn't want to face reality, and then you realized after you got out of your depression that you had to do something. You realized, fuck, I got to do something. So he comes back with this and just kind of pretends that everything's okay. And he puts out this video called Rice Gum Digs a Hole and Jumps into It. Let's watch.
Today on the H3 Report, Rice Gum goes after Hila Klein.
I think this fool is depressed or whatever because his girl be just so whack. Like I'm
Do we have any
sorry,
more
someone
coffee?
has to say it.
More like Rice Scum. Got him!
Monotone Monica over here. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know her name, but like for real, she's just so boring.
Next up, what's going on with these yellow thumbnails?
Wow.
You've seen them all over.
And this is weird. He's covering 3 stories today. 3 old stories. So it was almost like he didn't have enough stuff to say about Rice Gum. So he decided to pick 2 other old stories. Here, he's going to tell this genius story. This is, if you don't know what it is, I'm not going to explain it to you. But these are like 2-week-old stories, all of them.
For YouTube, it's genius memeing on everybody.
I be flossing.
Okay, this is so stupid. And it's been covered by everybody. PewDiePie covered this. Everybody already covered this shit.
I be
Okay, get out
That's
of
the
it.
trending issue. Everybody has been complaining. We want to see more wholesome, real, representative videos on trending of creators.
Okay.
Man bathing
Okay.
of the H3
Here it comes.
report.
The H3
First
recap.
story of the day comes from Rice Gumby. Now, I'm not going to be calling him Rice Gum anymore. I'll be calling him Rice Gumby because just like the toy Gumby, he's soft, enjoyed by 10-year-olds, and forgotten about by most people. Now, in Rice Gumby's response video, he in the thumbnail calls Hila a liar, which is based on really nothing at all, and then he goes on to call me a hypocrite. Is it possible that Rice Gum actually thinks that hypocrite is hypocrite?
No.
Yo, how is everybody doing, man? It's kind of cold in my room, so I had to do what I had to do. But look at this dude, man. Just look at this dude.
For someone who's all about flexing and showing off their wealth, I have to say, I find it a little bit hilarious that you cannot afford heating. I recommend instead of buying Louis Vuitton Supreme jackets, possibly investing in a furnace.
Ooh, that was a stinker. Ooh. So he's going toe to toe. He's reviewing Rice Gum's video, the one we just watched, and in that video, Rice Gum's wearing a North Face Supreme collab coat. You know, just wearing it inside. And so Ethan's first joke about him is that Rice Gum can't afford heat. And that's why he's wearing the coat. That is pathetic.
And his thumbnail was just funny, like calling Hila a liar, because it's hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. So here's bomb number one.
I find it a little bit hilarious that you cannot afford heating. I recommend instead of buying Louis Vuitton Supreme jackets, possibly investing in a furnace.
Ooh, that's pathetic, man. And the chat knows it. Terrible retort. Haha, got him. He got furnace jokes. A stinger from the 20s. Wow. He makes him look so bad, but that coat is heat. You got it. I like that coat. That would look great on me.
You've got the same one, but black.
I know, but that would look great on me, that orange there.
That's true.
You want to get me the North Face Supreme coat, somebody? That would be a nice coat for me for the rest of the winter. Here. Okay. Our anniversary's coming up. So that's really shitty. That's not how you want to open your 13-day retort, okay?
He's just a big hater. I guess it makes sense because he says he's like depressed or something, which really doesn't make sense why he's depressed, honestly, because like, I mean, money isn't everything and fame isn't everything. But,
so
like,
he's
he
playing Rice Gum's
and, like,
clip
YouTube
now.
is like a dream job and people would probably want to be in his shoes, so he needs to chill out. Like, I'm really trying to think. Like, I'm not a therapist or anything, and this is like towards the end of the video, so a lot of people might not even see this, so I'm just gonna say how it is. I think this fool is depressed or whatever because his girl be just so whack. Like, I'm sorry, someone has to say it, but
so I didn't even need to show this part. He shows it again.
Yeah, wow, whoops.
Why would he show all of Rice Gum's best moments? Don't do that. Just go after him. This video, by the way, has like 2.7 million views already, and it was just released last night. 2.7 million.
Wow.
That's how many people are involved in this. Imagine that. And a guy who looks like a bad me.
like, every time his girl is in a video, bro, it's just crickets.
So I'll just walk into the house and look through their shit and find guns.
Monotone Monica over here. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know her name, but like, she's just so boring, bro. And maybe you're just bored of her, or just like surround with some high energy girls, because like you probably can. I mean, you got the money and the clout, right? At the end of the day. Anyways, man, just be happy, man. Like,
so apparently, Rice Gumby, PhD, has determined that the reason that I'm depressed is my beautiful pregnant wife. The reason that anything good has happened in my life. His main claim is that Hila's boring, and I think really there's just only one response to that.
Oh my God, he does a little rap. Now he's making a music video. Look.
It smells like...
He's doing a rap song.
Rice.
Listen to this.
You say Hila's boring, well, let's start there. She's a self-made millionaire. Served her country, made a company, immigrated to a new country. She got the bag without selling her soul and broke the mold.
All I'm trying to say is it was a mistake. I probably should have done it, and it'll never happen again. But shit, I made the bag.
And he's got He's playing old Rice Gum. Well, that's a new one, but he's playing like Rice Gum clips from a time Rice Gum fucked up, which is like, oh, nobody cares about that anymore. And then he's got fried rice shots. Pictures of fried rice. He thinks that's going to get him, saying fried rice gum.
He named himself Rice, remember?
This is bad. He goes, you think Hila's boring? Well, she's an immigrant and a self-made millionaire, and she served her country. So think again. Okay, that sounds boring. You served your country, and anything regarding Israel is AKA boring. Sorry. Even if you're in a war. Like, to me, Israel equals boring. To me, Israel is the same thing as boring. It's ugly. It's gross.
It reminds you of Hebrew school.
I did not go to Hebrew school.
Just joking.
All right, let's finish this up.
A new country. She got the bag without selling her soul and broke the mold.
All I'm trying to say is it was a mistake. Probably should have done it, and it'll never happen again. But shit, I made the bag. Shit.
Yeah, but she got the bag without selling her soul. So did it feel good though?
Did it feel good though?
See this? Did it feel good, though? That was like something Rice Gum said to years ago that got him in trouble with some online stripper or something. I can't even follow it, but nobody cares. He thinks that's getting him.
On her soul. So did it feel good though?
Did it feel good though?
This is really bad.
Now let's talk about you, Rice. You chase clout to fill a hole in your soul without substance. You will disappear. You need love, son. I wish your mom would hear. Your bitterness comes from the reality that the most interesting thing about you is your money.
Probably should have done it, and it'll never happen again. But
This
shit,
is really bad.
I made the bag.
Cause kids are growing up, can't afford heat. Rice is all you eat.
Can't afford heat. Rice is all you eat. You really think that's going to get him? Can't afford heat? It's not a real thing. And this took you 13 days to come up with. Can't afford heat. Rice is all you eat.
I made the bag.
Cause kids are growing up, can't afford heat. Rice is all you eat.
I made the bag.
To play friends, your girls to play girls. How fast they run when your money curves.
I made the bag.
Cause kids are growing up, can't afford heat. Rice is all you eat.
I made the bag.
To play friends, your girls to play girls. How fast they run when your money curves.
And they've got a grave.
Damn, Gumby. When you find a girl that's got moves like that, then you can come at me talking about high energy girls. I got the best girl in the frickin' world. If you're gonna come after me, you better come harder than that, dog. And I didn't even have to pay her to pretend to like me. But that's okay, because you just got paid $200,000 for selling gambling to kids. When you've wasted all that way trying to flaunt how wealthy you are, you may want to change your name from Rice Gum to just Rice. Because I'm afraid that's all you'll be able to afford to eat.
But okay, he's a millionaire. Come on, like, why would you go? I'm afraid that's all you'll be able to afford to eat. Good one.